G'day guys and welcome to Primal Waters. Today we're going to have a look at this news story that came out on the 9th of October from the CNN, and I did hear this about a great white shark that sank its teeth into a kayak. Now I actually thought this happened in Australia, but apparently this was off of California, so there might be actually two stories which I'll have to look into later. But still, we'll have a look at this one. And like with all these news stories, I'll put the link in the description bar down below so you can come have a read for yourself. There is a video. I'm not going to show you the video. You'll have to come over and check it out for yourself. But kayaking is something that I've done in the past and something I would love to do. There's a place down near Adelaide where they kayak south of Adelaide along the coastline with the sea lions and stuff like that. Be absolutely fantastic. But we've had some stories recently where a great white shark knocked a teenager out of a kayak a few years ago, which I have discussed on this channel before. But that'll be a pretty scary experience actually, being in a kayak and being confronted by a pretty big great white shark. I can remember in Steve Alton's Meg series novels, there's a few encounters by people on kayaks with the megalodon. Didn't work out too well for them as well. So we'll have a quick read of this. I'm assuming these are the teeth to the shark that were left in the kayak itself. A kayaker came up close and personal with a great white off the coast of California this weekend and has the shark teeth to prove it. So there you go. Just bigger than a dollar bill. So yeah, I couldn't tell you how big. Probably a 4.5 metre shark. Danny McDaniel and his friends, John Chambers, were kayaking near Shiprock, about 2 miles east of Santa Catalina Island, on Saturday when McDaniel felt something hitting the side of his kayak. So obviously the sharks come up and gave the kayak a bit of a nudge to see, to identify it. I thought at first it was John messing with me. McDaniel 51 told CNN Tuesday. Chambers was behind McDaniel in another kayak, but it was way too much power for John and was on the wrong side of the boat. The two men were visiting the area with a group of 60 other divers with power scuba. They had just completed a dive in the area that morning and decided to go out kayaking before the night dive. There's a picture there, teeth marks. Yeah, probably not a big one, big shark. Facing off with a shark, as McDaniel looked down into the water, he said he saw the culprit that was pushing the back end of the boat, an enormous great white shark. Yeah, it'd still be scary though. I felt like I was being pushed like a toy in the water, said McDaniel, who lives in San Diego. The shark had sunk its teeth into the back end of the boat and pushed McDaniel around till he was face to face with Chambers. The whole upper body of the shark was out of the water, he said. It was humongous. The shark soon let go and went deep into the water, according to McDaniel, who said the whole ordeal lasted about 5 seconds. So obviously the shark came up, took a bite to investigate. Didn't like what it was tasting and then took off. And yeah, lucky it didn't do the other thing that we've seen on shark documentaries where it goes real deep and then just rockets up and hits it. Would have been nasty. The shark soon let go and went deep into the water, according to McDaniel, who said the whole ordeal lasted 5 seconds, which I've already said. I guess he thought the kayak wasn't tasty and let go, he said. McDaniel said he had his drone with him, but it wasn't up in the air yet. Chambers told him that the shark was at least double the length of the 9-foot boat. He'd literally encountered the largest fish I've ever seen in 20 years of scuba diving, Chambers told CNN. The shark teeth tell us how big it was. Like in his hands, that's pretty big. Just trying to compare it. I've actually got a replica great white shark tooth here somewhere. What a souvenir to actually have that. What an amazing story, really. Like an encounter like that with a great white shark. and to have a couple of souvenirs from it. A white shark, look, they're perfect too, like perfect teeth. Holy cow. The souvenir, I haven't skipped that nothing. Since 1950, there have been 187 shark incidents in California involving all species of sharks, at least 165 which involve white sharks. The agency website says. Of those, 13 were fatal, and all of the fatalities involved were white sharks. After inspecting his kayak, McDaniel found the sharks left behind souvenirs, 2 teeth, and a massive jaw imprint. The teeth measurements were sent to Ben Frabel, Marine Collection Manager, blah, blah, blah. Scripps, Oceanate, I can't even say it, to help determine the size of the animal. We estimate based on the size of the tooth, the shark is very big, and this shark is probably between 17 to 20 feet long. Holy cow, that's a big shark. Like I said at first, it didn't look like it was a big shark, but 17 to 20 feet. We've got a great white shark replica where I live, and I think that shark's about... about 18, and that's massive. So yeah, it just goes on about the shark. After the encounter of the shark, they got back in the water. McDaniel said he knows the exact moment they encountered the shark because his fitness tracker showed a spike in his heart rate at 4:30 p.m. that day. The two men described scrapped their plans of exploring shiprock and headed back to land to tell others in their scuba diving group what had happened. We looked around that the shark was out of the area and then started cracking up and laughing. McDaniel said, "What a once-in-a-lifetime experience for both of us." And then it just goes on. So yeah, I've seen heaps of YouTube videos where kayakers have encountered sharks, and like I said before, there was a couple of encounters here in South Australia, down south, where one white shark knocked a teenager out of her kayak. But yeah, definitely it would be scary, but at the same time, just thinking about it, actually, to turn around and to see the great white shark's head half popping out of the water, and like you said, he had his fitness tracker on him, and it gave him his. I wish he put his heart rate, what his actual heart rate was. That would be all right. But yeah, 4:30 p.m. There was a spike in his fitness tracker at the time when he's turned around and he's seen what was in the water. So, but there you go, guys. Just want to share that with you. Like I said before, I'll link that down below. There is a video here to watch. Enormous great white shark sank its teeth into a man's kayak. So the story will be in the description bar down below. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more shark videos. I'm coming up to 3 weeks holidays soon, so I've got a lot of time to make a lot more shark videos, sea and lake monster videos, just talk about those. And also I want to, we're coming up to a lot warmer month for us, and with that I can go out and do some astrophotography and talk about UFOs, because I'm interested in UFOs, and it sounds like a lot of you guys are interested in that as well. So we'll do a bit of sky watching in the next few weeks as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below, hit that like button, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.